glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Indiana Hoosiers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Checking in before the game with the Hoosiers head coach. His message to his team this week: every week from here on out is a playoff game. As the defending national champs, an early loss already this season has their backs against the wall. So every week, sense of urgency. They cannot afford to make another mistake this early in the season. And coach understands that. He's gotten off to a great start in games previously in the first quarter. We'll see if they can do it again today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Rebels headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Ready to fire from the pistol. On the run, it's Beebe. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Going to the running game. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Hoover. Caught near the sideline, it's Marsh.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Breaks, intercepted, and he's got a huge lane in front of him. Touchdown, Rebels. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
I mean, does the start get any better for this defense? You force a 3rd down, passing situation, great pass defense. Not only that, break on the football, make the interception, and take it all the way back to the house. The tone has been set in this ballgame.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's shot. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. The run inside. It's Beebe. Nice job to get it past the sticks and then get him down at the 35.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Hoosiers getting set on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Makes the catch. It's Beebe. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it.
Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. Trying to keep the drive alive. And he's able to pick up the first down just inside the 50 at the 49.
And it's aggressive, right? You're in your own territory, going for it on 4th down, and it can be scary to think about if you don't get it. You set them up with good field position. But I like trusting your offense, knowing you can go out there and get the first down.
Gets it to him on the screen. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a crease. It's Beebe. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Unloads to the right. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. This is one of those plays where he puts it on the money, and you just try to make yards after the catch, but key word being after the catch.
Ole Miss calls its second timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere four-down territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Cook. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Sends it back in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
Yeah, so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Here comes the heat. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Ole Miss 14, Indiana 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Listen, sometimes you know as a quarterback, I got to scramble, I get outside the pocket, nothing's there, live to fight another down. Good job not forcing the football. Incompletion, move on.
Fires on the move. Give him 6. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, and they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Indiana, 0.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Morris. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to pass, it's Hoover. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
And some room to work. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up. Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll try it over the left side. Oh, he's got some space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Indiana. Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. They'll run the option. Quick toss. He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake with a two-point conversion after the long touchdown run. He'll return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Here's a heat. He sacked this defense all over it.
As an offense, you've got to know in this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Almost took that one all the way back.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off, and what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on 4th down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Unleashes to the end zone. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with Florida Atlantic taking on the Navy Midshipmen. And it's the Owls able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick them up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some...
Finding some room. Made a defender miss. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The option look. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Fighting off the defender. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Running inside. It's Morris. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Haas. Turning it on. And he used that big, powerful, stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards. Across the 25. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Lacey. Breaks the tackle. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Off the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got his man on the outside. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job. There's no gain on the play.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a third down play. On the move, it's Lacey. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
The Hoosiers will hustle to the line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And that is his fifth interception, a nightmare. He is not waking.